Hello, it is Topical Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. Steve Sipress here, and tonight I hear, here in the U.S., is the President of the United States is going to be giving what's known as the State of the Union Address, the annual message to Congress of how things are doing and where the country's going and where he wants it to go and all that kind of stuff. And in case you haven't noticed, if you're not here in the U.S., and you're not paying any attention, first of all, good for you, because who cares? You own a business, get to work, focus on building your business and providing solutions to problems that people have so they will pay you money in return. But if you're paying any attention to the state of the United States of America, it is a complete and total, unadulterated, disastrous mess. Not to mention, and on an extremely serious note, the entire world is a complete mess. And nothing personal if you're not in the U.S., but I'm sorry. The U.S. is the number one most powerful country on earth, is the leader of the free world, and whether you like it or not, and you want to make fun of our presidents or not, and you want to fly silly balloons when our president goes to visit the Queen and make fun of him or anything, like, do that to your heart's content. But as Colonel Jessup said in A Few Good Men, you need us on that wall. And you're seeing the void, the absence of American leadership in the world, in this new globalist state of the world where, oh, wouldn't it be great if everyone just gets along? Well, in case you haven't noticed, there are some evil nations, maybe not the nation itself, but the person leading the nation. There are some evil leaders in the world. So the world is not yet ready for everyone to just get along. So as long as there are evil leaders looking to do evil things and murder and immoral wars and Russian tanks rolling into Kyiv, as the Ukrainians say as we speak. For those that don't know, all four of my grandparents are from Eastern Europe, from Ukraine and Russia. And so while I have never been to either one of those countries, I'm well aware of the old spelling and pronunciation of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, which, if you don't know, was the Russian spelling. The Ukrainian pronunciation, the Ukrainian spelling and pronunciation is Kyiv. So that's why you'll hear people at least saying Kyiv instead of Kiev. Kiev is a nod to the Russians. And these days, I mean, is there really anyone, even Russians, that are nodding to the Russians? I know there's one guy, the deranged leader of the country, but I can't even, it's amazing to me that the troops, I mean, it's masterful of him to keep so much control over the press and over information that his own troops haven't overthrown him already. I mean, how are moral? How are troops answering to him and taking his orders to blast apartment buildings and to kill innocent civilians kind of randomly? Like, the whole thing is just outrageous. Anyway, that's because of a void of leadership. So you can like Americans, you can hate Americans, but you need Americans to lead. And in that way, that's the business lesson, if there is one tonight. There's a few. Number one is your customers, your patients, your clients, your members, your employees need you to lead, to be a strong leader, not to just say, oh, you know, I don't believe in titles here at this business. I mean, a few are able to pull that off. If you are, good for you. But most people need leaders in the world. And business leaders are leaders of the world, which is why so often business leaders are more powerful than politicians. I mean, they have the politicians, certainly this one, our current president here in the U.S. is completely a puppet on a string to people controlling him through means of money, through business dealings and donors to campaigns and all that kind of stuff. So the world needs you to be a leader. Your family needs you. Your employees need you. Your customers, members, clients, patients need you to be a leader. You can see what happens when there's a vacuum, a void of leadership. Weakness is attracted into that vacuum. Evil can be attracted. Bad things can happen. So take leadership. The other example, which is really what I was going to talk about before I got a little off topic there, because of course this war, which is just outrageous, of course. But State of the Union, you know, there are a bunch of people that do really well declaring themselves as the presenter of the State of the Union of their industry. So that is today's business lesson, is whatever industry you're in, or maybe whatever town you're in, you say, this is the state of Podunk, Idaho. I'm going to give the State of the Union of Podunk, Idaho contractors, if you're a plumber in Podunk, Idaho. And you just turn the camera on, go onto YouTube, write it all out, pay someone to write it all out if you need to, pay someone to deliver the thing if you need to. But this is a way to elevate yourself to being the obvious leader of whatever it is you're delivering this message on, right? If you deliver the state of contracting in Podunk, Idaho, or wherever I said, then you are clearly the leading contractor in Podunk, Idaho. Who deemed you? Who said you are? You did. You claimed it by saying, I'm going. And so what you do is 2 weeks in advance, a week in advance, a month in advance, and then every day in advance you say, I'm going to deliver the State of the Union of Contractors in Podunk, what did I say, Idaho, wherever I said. Is there such a thing? I don't know. Denver, Colorado, there. That exists. Say, I'm going to deliver the State of the Union for professionals in Denver, Colorado. If you're a lawyer, a doctor, an accountant in Denver, Colorado, and you deliver the State of the Union and say, this is the issue. This is what's going on. They're not delivering what they say they will, blah, 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 blah. But I do. Go to my website, blah, blah, blah. But you, just by announcing and just by going and doing it, I've seen people do it very successfully. I haven't, but I'm a little bit jealous of my friends that have that. And then every year, you do this every single year. You go, I'm going to deliver my State of the Union again. And after you do this for a little while, guess what? People are absolutely, if not right away, looking up to you as the leader in that field, in that industry, in that area. And if the area is worldwide, it's worldwide. If it's a local business, you're the leader in that local area. You might say the state of the restaurant industry in Scottsdale, Arizona. And then out of the 300 restaurants, or however many there are in Scottsdale, Arizona, you have just declared yourself the leader. And you say, this is the state right now. Food costs are through the roof, so we're having trouble finding help, so we need to raise prices, this and that. You talk about it, and you become the leader of your industry. One way to do it is by declaring yourself to deliver the State of the Union. So now that I think about it, I guess maybe it's over. I don't know if it's already over or if it's on now, but maybe you're not paying attention to me with my video here, which I have recorded live every single day, coming up on 5-year anniversary. Since the middle of March 2017, I've recorded a new video every single day. I record it on one of my Facebook pages at facebook.com/smallbizhelp. And now that I realize that there's probably nobody watching me deliver my State of the Union comments, because I think the actual State of the Union address might either be going on now or just ended or is starting or is in the middle or whatever. Anyway, that'll do it for Topical Tuesday. Thanks for being with me today, either live or watching on the replay. And I will be back here with you again tomorrow with ways to make money using the internet on World Wide Web Wednesday. I will catch you then. Over and out. Bye-bye.